Welcome everyone to part 2 of the Parasite Jungle Educational. In this segment, I will pull up a replay of a game I played recently, and I'm going to explain decision making and movements I made throughout the match. I would greatly appreciate it if you like the content to smash that subscribe button and drop a like on the video. Let's go ahead and get started here. We're going to pull up the replay here, the match we are going to analyze. So we played a Parasite game recently. We actually did end up losing this game. So for a change of pace here, I'm going to showcase to you guys a losing game. But we did actually end up playing very well this game despite ending on a loss. Sometimes we can play very well and we can still end up losing due to factors not in our control. Sometimes the other team just has a better overall lineup or counter picks to our heroes. But we didn't necessarily play poorly in that match. So I chose to feature this match here as a little bit of a change of pace. So hopefully you guys do enjoy this replay as the one that I selected. We're going to go ahead, we're going to get into this match here. Keep fast forwarding. All right, so as we talked about in our part 1 educational, there we go. So we still have our 600 starting gold. We do not spend any gold on items just yet. The reasons that we do that are that we want to make sure to save up for Words of Revelation. If our camps do get blocked, we know that we need to farm hard camps, and those are our key camps to focus on. I'll put this at 2x speed here. We stand on this cliff here to scout if anyone comes to invade our jungle. We have a ward of sight down from our teammate there as well. We're going to skip through the pauses here. So we can look at their lineup. We can see they do not have a jungler. They are most likely going to do a 2-1-2 lane setup. They could potentially do a tri-lane since we have a solo offlaner. They could send one hero against our Deadwood. So our opponent has many options what they can do. So we have to save our gold and play accordingly. Now, we did not see anyone come to invade our jungle. We're going to go and start over here on the hard camp closest to the base. We're going to wait for 625 gold. And we are going to, at some point here, buy our chalice. There we go. Wait for a little bit longer than usual, but we instantly buy our chalice, and we are going to start jungling with our infest. Once again, we get the best creep here like we did in the educational number 1. So very lucky we get the Vagabond leader. We're going to go ahead and kill that, and we're going to start working on the easy camp. We're able to kill both the hard camp and the easy camp before we take over our next creep. We are going to make our way toward the level 3. So we're going to use the creep there, use its nuke, jump out. We're going to kill this in the spawn. That is perfectly fine that this spawn does not respawn. We're going to spec our leech level 2. And we are going to use the infest with the chalice combo here. As you can see, we used our chalice, so we have more or less full mana. We're going to kill this Catman soldier, and we are going to get the level 3 once we kill this and jump out of our creep. So there we go, we get the level 3. We make our way over to the next hard camp. We have to wait for our infest to come back up, so we're just going to wait patiently. We're going to continue jungling. So this is the very easy part of the Parasite jungling, just focusing on our hard camps, getting our levels. We're going to kill this camp here. Now we notice because we were level 2 infest, our creep had a lot more HP, but we're going to jump out and we're going to stack this camp and we're going to camp the rune. So we did not show this in the educational part 1, but now that we're in a live match, we are going to make sure to camp runes for our team. So we take a look at our mid laner. We go to spectator. He's got 528 gold. He does not have his bottle yet. This is not the rune he would want to take normally anyway. So we're going to check our teammate's gold. We know he doesn't need to bottle this rune in case somebody was camping this bottom rune. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to take that rune immediately and we're going to go right back to jungling. We're not going to waste any time. We already analyzed the situation. We know we can take the rune. And we're just going to keep farming. We're getting close to level 4 here. I believe once we finish this hard camp, we should get the level 4 once we jump out of the Skeleton King. So we're going to work on this camp and we're going to go over to the next hard camp. Speed this up a little bit here. We're going to just damage this a little bit, and then we jump out, we get level 4, spec level 2 in the leech. So we're jungling very well. We're level 4 at 2 minutes and 30 seconds. We are the highest level in the game with some of the other core heroes on both teams. We get a Vagabond leader here. Again, great creep. This is going to allow us to farm this easy camp. Perhaps even stack this medium camp. We have options here, what we want to do. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to kill this easy camp. I believe we're going to kill this in time for the camp to respawn. So we get outside the spawn, 3 minutes spawns. We're going to kill another, or try to kill another easy camp. We're going to have to jump out of the creep here. And we're almost level 5. That's perfectly fine. We camped a rune, so we're a little bit slower on leveling than we did in the practice mode game. But again, completely fine. So we're going to work on the next hard camp here. This will get us to level 5. We'll speed this up just a little bit. We still have some HP on the Catman. We have its spell up. We use it to clean out the easy camp. And we'll more or less jump out of the creep here, get some of the HP back, and we're level 5. Now we get a Vulture Lord here. We see we have a stacked camp. So what we can do is we can take over the Vulture Lord, kill the little screechers, and then we can start to tornado this medium camp, start to whittle it down, get it low, and eventually kill it later. So we can get our level 6 as fast as possible. So we'll go ahead, we'll speed this up, we'll kill that. And then we'll stand very far away. We'll stand all the way over here so that the camp has to aggro all the way over to the Vulture Lord. We'll tornado it for as long as we can. And then once our Vulture Lord gets low on life, we'll make sure to jump out and gain that golden experience. So we actually aggro the hard camp here, so we have to jump out. We did a little bit of damage. Overall, it's okay. So our Wretched Hag, he currently has the creep wave on him in the tower. I'm communicating with him. Does he want the rune? Should I take it? He tells me, or I look at the situation. He says, hey, Warchief's coming for the rune. Can you please take it? And then he will try to get the bottom rune. So I take the rune. Doesn't matter. This will just help me jungle a little bit faster. And a little trick I'm going to show you guys here is with an illusion rune. If you're able to get this, what you want to do is, so that our creep takes less damage, we're going to try to use the illusions to absorb the damage from the camps, and we're going to keep our creep healthy as long as possible to power farm the camps. So I'm going to micro my illusions here. I'm going to trade the tanking, and then we're going to actually try to kill this medium camp. We have a triple stack medium camp here, level 5 with a level 3 infest, and we have a Catman. So we have the Wild Strike, very strong, 12-second cooldown. We'll try to use this multiple times. We'll kite it a little bit. We don't want our illusions to die right away. Right now, we see a fight happening in the top lane. We know that we're level 6, so this is a great time to assist our team. If we actually rewind this, so what we can see here is happening is Torture is getting spawned on by Swiftblade. Moira is going down to Devourer, so they're trading 1 for 1. I'm on my way over to make sure that Swiftblade doesn't die. We're going to try to secure that he survives here. And he actually lives, and he gets the kill. I did not actually assist for this kill, but the idea here was very good. I saw that the enemy team was overextending. I was very close nearby, and I was able to rotate over to make sure that Swiftblade does not die. So I'm going to make sure to tank with the illusions here. I get another Catman spell off. We're going to deal good damage to this camp. I'm going to try to kill all the weak ones here. The spell is not going to be up very soon. My creep is almost dead, so I'm going to decide to just leave the creeps low, and we will continue jungling with our next hard camp. So we get Skeleton King. We'll clean out the camp. We'll make sure to try to kite it and take as little damage as possible. Then we will kill the easy camp next. Again, I think it's fine to put this in 2 times speed because this is pretty straightforward stuff. We're not interacting very much with the opponent right now. We're not camping runes. We do have a rune coming up though, very soon. It's almost the 6-minute mark. We get another Vagabond leader. We see we have a stack, so this is a great time for us to work on a stack. We're going to try to kill this camp so it respawns. And we actually make a mistake here. So we stood in the wrong spot. We should have stood up here. So what happens is we actually drag this camp over to here, and it's going to end up blocking our hard camp on accident. So a little unfortunate. We don't get our hard camp to respawn, but we do have the stack to work on, and we still are in the Vagabond leader. So again, I'm communicating with my teammate. He has an empty bottle. We had Deadwood camping the bottom rune. I tell him, hey, I'm going to leave you this Mystic rune. You can refill your bottle. And I don't want to jump out of my creep, which is actually kind of important because I blocked this camp and I want to work on this stack. So I'm going to kill this triple stack medium camp with my Vagabond leader, and this is going to get me level 7. We are getting close to level 8. And it looks like Hag, he said, I'm not going to go for the rune. You can take it if you want, so that they don't get it. So I went and I got the rune. Perfectly fine as well. I see my camp is blocked. I have to go over to this hard camp. Gonna work on this one. So we're at almost 7 minutes here. And we're on 1200 gold. So again, we have the bolstering armband, the chalice distriders, the TP we talked about in the part 1 educational. We are working toward that 1500 gold luminous prism and eventually into that puzzle box level 1, which we want to get between the 9 and 11 minute mark. So we did not get this camp to respawn. We killed it a little too slowly. We can use our leech. It does not consume too much mana, especially when we have the chalice up. We'll take over the Catman. We'll continue farming. We'll go to the medium camp next. We'll work on the medium camp. Our Catman is very strong. We have level 4 infest, so it doesn't lose any life when we're not taking damage. We can also kill the Vulture Lord camp here as well. So we'll jump out, we'll use our leech. We're going to clean up this creep before the 8 minute mark. We'll speed this up a little bit here. So we have a rune coming up here in 5 more seconds. We make sure to camp the rune. So it's very important. Every time there's a rune spawning, if we're in the area, we make sure to camp that rune. It spawns a haste. I tell my Hag, hey, there's a haste. I see that they're overextended in the top lane. I'm going to actually take this rune because they are mid-fight. If they were not mid-fight, I would make sure to give this rune to Hag. But I see the opportunity here to set up kills with my team. Switchblade gets hooked. He's actually going to go down to the impalement here. I'll play this a little bit slower. So I'm coming in with the haste. I know that Torture is going to die here. I do not need to use my spells. He is 4 HP. It would be a waste to use my spells. I want to use my spells on the Devour. So he gets the kill there. And I use my Leech and my Face Hug. And I guarantee that we get those kills. Now Switchblade did end up dying, but 2 for 1. Just fine. We still have the haste rune, but we don't have our face hug up, so we're not going to look to set up any more ganks. We're just going to continue farming. Again, we're very close to our puzzle box level 1. We have 300 gold. So we'll just continue to farm. We use our Catman to go through the jungle camps, kill out that easy camp. We get level 9 before 9 minutes. Our leveling is very good. Currently, we are the highest level in the game. So the next highest level is level 8. They have 2 level 8s and we have 1 level 8 and I am level 9. So again, very, very good start here to this match. We're farming very well. We're on 360 gold per minute. And the thing about Parasite is he is not a snowball type farm hero like a Legionnaire that we saw in the last educational. He does not farm very high GPM. So being between 300 and 400 GPM is very good. So again, I see my team is fighting up in the top lane. I know we have a lane ward that they're playing aggressively. I'm going to check my medium camp here, and I'm going to see if it spawned wild hunters, which it does. So I say, this is a great time for me to gank. I'm level 9. I have my ultimate up, and they are overextending here. So Moira ends up going down. Switchblade mans up because he knows I'm coming. Switchblade is going to take out the Glacius. I'm going to make sure not to use spells on a dead target. I use my spells there on the Devourer. And Wretched Head comes in from the flank on the Torturer. So we get 2 kills. We lost our Moira, and now we're going to kill the Torturer as well. So we killed 3 players, and we only lost our support. This was an amazing fight for us. War Chief ports to the lane here, but he is late. There's nothing he can do 1 versus 3. So we took a great fight here. Again, 3 for 1, lost our support, and killed 3 of their heroes. So Hag says, hey, War Chief wants the top rune. Come help me get it. So I'm in a Wild Hunter creep. And I do not have my ultimate right now. We just used our ultimate. We have mana for Leech, and we can use our puzzle blocks. So we want War Chief to feel like he's safe. He does not know that I'm here. We want Hag to try to bait him to go for him. We have Moira spawning her Ephemeral Forge. We know he's going to use his Spirit Walk there, and we're going to chase him with the Shards of Harkon. I come in with the assistance, and we set up another kill. So even though we didn't have our face hug here, it was very important that we helped Hag. We set up a bait on the War Chief at the rune. So great play there. Again, we're level 10. We're the highest level in the game. We're farming almost 400 gold per minute. We have our puzzle box level 1. at around 10 minutes with 300 gold saved up. So we're going to start working now on our puzzle box level 2. And we don't want to kill this wild hunter. We want to leave it. Great again for those stealth ganks, which you saw us do up in the top lane. So we're going to do another jungle rotation, wait till our face hug is back up, which it is. We're going to try to kill this camp and get level 11. So we're very close to level 11. That's a big power spike for us, getting another second of silence as well as 100 magic damage, lowering the cooldown by another 15 seconds. So this is another big power spike for us. We get the level 11 and we're going to immediately take over this wild hunter and try to set up a gank either in the mid lane or in the top lane. So we got to look at the map. We got to see where are the enemies. We don't see anyone top. We can't go top. We see War Chief is mid. Maybe we could go mid. I ask my team, is anyone top? Sometimes the servers, the mics do not work. And they say nobody's top, so there's nothing currently to do. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, we're giving up some towers, but that's completely fine. Sometimes you're just not able to defend them when you run a jungler. So we see a guy top lane on the ward. I have the invis here on the creep. We're going to try to find them here and go for perhaps a tower dive. I believe I scout here. We do not find them. Actually curious as to where they were. Looks like they ended up leaving here. So we'll go back to our perspective. We see on this ward of sight that War Chief is mid, so I say, hey, they're not top, maybe they're mid, maybe I could set up a kill, or maybe they are going to go for a dive on our mid player. We see War Chief is here. We'll see if he steps into the river. We're going to be very patient here. We still have plenty of time on our invis. He's not stepping into the river. So I say, hey, is he baiting? Is there people behind the tower? I have 3 seconds left on my invis. We're going to run into Glacius here. I know that this guy is only 700 life. I'm level 11. I deal 350 plus 260 magic damage. Plus I have a puzzle box. I know that I can burst this guy down. I make sure to secure that kill. Now I'm baiting them to port. We run away. We let our puzzle box tank some of the damage here. Show this again. So we kill the Glacius. The War Chief comes in, he's going to spawn his totems. So something we can do when we have the minions is that we can try to focus down those totems. So I focus down those totems, Deadwood gets the kill there on the Torture. Moira is going to spawn and get a stun. We get a lot of damage here, I have my leech back up, and Hag comes in for a Sonar Scream. We get the kill. Now I need to reset, wait for my leech to come back up. We have an Arcane Vortex, so that means I can jump in. I get the movement speed. This is by ally Arcane Vortex. I have leech, and we're going to get the kill there on the Devo with the leech. So again, great fight. I started that off with a solo kill on the Glacius. Team support came in from my team. We killed, I believe it was 4 players. We killed the Glacius at the start, then the Torturer with Deadwood Punch, and then War Chief and Devo were the next 2 players to fall. And I believe we only lost Deadwood, so this was a 4-for-1 fight. And out of that, we get our puzzle box level 2. This is 13 minutes now, and we are halfway to puzzle box 3. So we are off to an amazing start. We're almost at puzzle box level 3. I told you in educational part 1 that we want to get puzzle box 3 between 14 and 17 minutes. And if we get it in that time frame, we are off to an amazing start. If we get it 20 minutes and after, very, very poor Parasite game. Very, very slow puzzle box level 3. So we're going to continue to farm. We need 400 gold. We're getting very close to having a 14 or 15 minute puzzle box. So my carry is asking, can we take the top tower, S3 or 4? He wants to take this tier 1 tower. It's very late into the game, so I'm going to most likely say here, yeah, I can come help push the tower, because we're very close to our puzzle level 3. So it's very important as a Parasite that you want to... and we have a catapult here, so I can take that over. If I don't want to leave my Skeleton King, I can also stay in the Skeleton King. If it was an enemy catapult, we would want to take it over right away. So we're going to go here, we're going to get a ward of sight down from our team. Our Deadwood is going to place a ward, we're going to take this tower. And this tower is going to give us our puzzle box level 3. So 14, almost 14 and a half minutes, we have a puzzle box level 3. Our GPM is 418. If we take a look at the entire team or the game overall, Silhouette on the other team has free farm, so he went Alchemist Bone, so he is very, very farmed. Again, they are not running a jungle lineup, so they are expecting him to have a very good game. And then we have good farm on 3 players, 400 GPM on 3 different players, so we're in a lead of 3,200 gold and 5,000 experience. And this is mostly due to us having a jungler and them not having a jungler. So our mid did very well, our jungle free farmed, And then our carry, he has less than the other carry, but he was against a dual lane versus Silhouette being against a solo lane. So amazing start. We have Puzzle Box level 3 here at the 14.5-minute mark. We're going to send that out to ourselves. We'll go back to our perspective. And we're going to try to pressure this tier 2 tower now as well. So they have a decision if they want to defend this tower. If they defend it and they fight into me and Switchblade with me having a puzzle 3, we have Moira here as well with a Vortex. Even though we're only 3 players here, we know that they are showing around the map and that I am very strong, so that if they choose to fight this, it would be very difficult for them. So we get this tower. I'm going to go back to my jungle or try to set up a kill here. I actually, looks like I had a Veiled Rot in my inventory when I sent the Puzzle Box 3. So I'm going to jump out of my creep here and I'm going to use a Veiled Rot. I want to take a fight because I have Puzzle Box level 3. Again, I am the strongest hero on the map right now, even though Silhouette is 5 over almost 600 GPM. I am still the strongest hero on the map with Puzzle Box level 3 at 15 minutes. So we're trying to get them to take a fight here. I want to go from behind them. I'm telling my team, hey, can we fight? I have Puzzle Box level 3. We get Moira. She's going to stun up the War Chief. I'm going to jump in on him, spawn the Puzzle Box level 3. And you can see the mana burn, the 75 hit mana burns from the 75 mana drain every time the Mauler hits, the 225 mana burn from the creep. Now I did not use it here because he was already low on mana, but I still have that available as a nuke. We're going to try to get the kill on the Glacius here. Going to get the kill with the Wizard. Puzzle Box also spots out the wards with that reveal radius from the Mauler. So the Mauler gets Revealing Eye, reveals stealth units, and wards within 1000 distance. I'm going to take over their catapult, and I showed you guys this at the end of the jungle educational part 1 when we did the jungle rotation. I showed you guys the timings to take over their ballista, or their ballista, and then we have our cannon as well, and we have the puzzle box. This tower just melts. This tower will not stand longer than a couple of seconds. So I have the puzzle box up for 5 more seconds. I'm going to try to put some damage on the tower here. I know that they have an Alchemist Bones on their Silhouette, but he does not have it up right now. So I can stay in this ballista and feel a little bit safe. But for the most part, once our puzzle box is down, we do not want to take a fight. This is the main focus of our hero right now, having this puzzle box off cooldown. When we don't have it up, we're not as strong as when we have it up. So we want to just farm as much as possible. And now that we have a ballista, we can go down the lanes and try to push the towers. We've already taken 2 towers in the top lane. We've taken 1 tower in the mid lane. We're going to make sure to let Deadwood, he wants gold for his portal key. So we let him get all the last hits. We just kind of help him here. And what happens here is Glacius shows himself. He freezes my creep. So he actually baits me here. I think that he's alone as I see Silhouette top. And I'm going to run into the Devo, the Torture, and the Glacius. They're going to kill my puzzle box pretty quickly. They were all 4 players there, and I ended up dying. So I got baited. This was not a good play by myself. I ended up dying. This is, I believe, my first death of the game. We're 5-1-6 now. We were 5-0-6. We were having a great game. We were over 400 GPM. But now we drop a little bit below 400 GPM. So we'll fast forward this a little bit till we respawn. And we do not have puzzle box up, so what we want to do is we want to go and defend the lanes, jungle a little bit, wait for our puzzle box to come up, and we're going to work towards our portal key as our next item. We see Silhouette farming our jungle, but again, we do not have great heroes against the Silhouette. It is very hard for us to catch him and lock him down. So he ran away without finishing these camps. We saw him. We know that he has to have a ward somewhere. We end up finding his ward. I get a Wild Hunter creep. I'm going to try to set up a gank here. So I'm going to scout our jungle. What I expect here is I saw Silhouette up here. I expect him farming the jungle. We see this camp is gone. We see this camp is gone. I say, hey, maybe he's trying to pour it out. I'm going to see if I can find him. No, I can't stop his TP, so if he's porting, I won't be able to do anything, but we see him show middle, so I know that he's not here anymore. We see his illusion is up here at the top lane. I'm waiting patiently to see if he swaps. I know this is not the real Silhouette, so he does not swap to it. Unfortunate for me, I was really hoping he would swap. If he swaps, then I can kill him very easily. We're going to continue to farm here. We're getting close to our portal key. We have 1300 gold. We have Staff of the Master on our Hag. We have portal key on our Deadwood, and our Switchblade has Cleaver. So another thing to point out here is you see me not farming the jungle anymore. You see me sitting on lanes. The reason for that is we have a Switchblade with a Cleaver. I want to make sure to give him the jungle. He can farm the jungle much faster than I can, and I can sit on lanes in creeps and play kind of safe. So you see me sitting in a Wild Hunter right now farming the lanes and give Switchblade the jungle. Once our carry hero gets his core item, we always want to leave the jungle, and that's why, again, it's very important that we get our puzzle box at a very good timing, because once our carry is ready to take over the jungle, we want to make sure to give him that space, because he is the one who needs to transition to scale us into late game. So bottom lane, we have Hag scouting out with Invis here. He's going to actually get revealed. He's going to go down. Not very good for us. So I know that they are all bottom. I'm going to continue pushing out this top lane. Again, we are almost at our portal key. 20 minutes in, we have puzzle box level 3, and we're going to have portal key now. So I'm going to go over to the shop here. I'm going to buy that portal key. I'm going to have a portal key, always have a TP. And now I can jump one target and kill them very, very quickly, as well as having that portal key to have that positioning. So Switchblade is going to steal some of their ancients. I'm going to scout ahead with my invis creep. It is almost dead, but if we're able to run into somebody here, we're going to jump out really fast and we're going to kill them. We see Glacius, we're going to jump out immediately, we're going to burst him down. Quick and easy kill. We use our puzzle box for that. Any kill we can get is always very good. We're level 15. Again, the only hero in the game higher level than us is the Silhouette right now. So what we're going to do here is we know what you can do when you use the puzzle box and you're not setting up kills with it anymore is you can send it around the map to try to find the wards. So you see me here, I send my hero into the jungle. I want to grab another hard camp creep. I want to keep jungling, and then I'm going to send my puzzle box minions around the map to kind of scout the map to see if we find any wards. Now, unfortunately, they did not have any wards, as you guys can see. They have a ward, or excuse me, if we go to spectator mode, their ward was over here, their ward was over here, and I happened to check these areas here, and I did not find any wards of sight. So the intention was good, but we didn't get lucky and find any wards. We'll take over the Vagabond leader here. And next is, after we get the portal key, we're going to start working on pieces to our health flower. So we're going to start buying the Arcana pieces. We have Deadwood running into them here bottom. Honestly, not too sure what he was doing down there, but he ends up getting picked off. So we know that they're bottom. We can't farm this creep wave. It's very dangerous. We see Silhouette with his illusion up in the top lane. The real Silhouette is bottom. We'll fast forward this a little bit. So we know it's not safe to be bottom. We're going to go into the jungle because Switchblade is top right now. We can do a little bit of farming without taking some of his space. We're going to try to get level 16 if we can. So we have 1,000 gold. We're going to buy our Steam stuff towards our Arcana pieces. A good thing about the health flower is that the build-up items towards the health flower are easy to obtain in between setting up ganks and stuff. So we always want to buy pieces to our Arcana. We want to keep a Veiled Rot when we can for setting up ganks. So we almost have our first piece here. To be honest, the opposing team is doing a very good job of avoiding us, and they're picking us off a little bit better than we are picking them off. So we're going to find War Chief here. I'll show this again. So Moira catches War Chief at the rune here. I am nearby. I have a portal key. So after he gets stunned up, I'm going to blink in on him. I'm going to spawn my puzzle box. I'm going to use the mana burn. War Chief is a little bit too tanky. I'm going to turn my attention to the Glacius. I think we're going to try to chase here. This might be a team fight. Glacius is not going to get out. He gets punched by Deadwood. Silhouette's going to swap out. Which kills my puzzle box. So we end up getting only the one kill on the Glacius. They did a really good job of escaping on their War Chief. And now that they use their Silhouette illusion, he does not have his shadow up. We know we can push the mid tower because we're a little bit stronger than them right now. even without Hag. So if we take a look at their positioning, they're playing very passively. So we put some pressure on the tower, and then we try to set up a Veiled Rock gank in their jungle. So again, we're level 16. We have level 17 on Switchblade, level 15 on Wretched Hag. They only have a 17 silhouette. Everyone else in their team is very low. I tell my team, hey, I don't have Puzzle Box up. We shouldn't take a fight. Switchblade is going to actually get hooked here. So that was a great hook by Devo. And if he didn't get hooked there, he would have been fine. He was a little bit aggressive being there by himself. But credit to Devo there. He landed a good hook. So we know that with Switchblade dead, we cannot really look to take a fight. We see them pushing mid. We're going to try to counter push bottom. I believe we have our first piece of Hellflower. I believe we have the robe here. We're going to send another Veiled Rot. We already have one. We don't technically need to buy the second one, but it's okay. We see the Torture farming here. I'm going to blink after him. Spawn the puzzle box. I know he's here with low mana. So this is going to be a pretty easy kill. I'm going to use my face hug. We see Devo on the Moira here. And we see War Chief over here. Silhouette blinks in. He's going to swap out. Wretched Hag gets the kill on the War Chief. We know this is the fake Silhouette. Deadwood is running away from the real Devo. So I believe I'm going to blink over. Get the kill there on the Deadwood. And then again, this is the illusion Silhouette. We know the real one is mid. So they're honestly just trying to dodge us as much as possible. Get as much farm on their Silhouette as they can. Silhouette scales much better than Switchblade in 1 versus 1. So if Silhouette can get to the late game, he's much scarier than Switchblade is. So we have our first Arcana, we have another Steam Staff. We're around halfway to our Hellflower right now. We'll speed this up again. We know that they just died on a few heroes. It's safe to invade their jungle. We're going to take over and farm away some of their resources. Looking for Wild Hunter camps. Don't get them. I get Pestula. I believe this was Wolf Commander. So again, always trying to look for Wild Hunter creeps to run around stealth and set up those ganks. If you don't get them, you don't get them. But always try to be killing those camps and checking for those Wild Hunters. So here, Devo is going to land a hook onto Moira. He's going to get his stun off, so I'm going to get the quick kill here on the Glacius. Very, very good. Now I'm going to play aggressively here on the Devo because I have my puzzle box up. I'm going to run in. I'm going to try to kill these totems here. And we're feeling pretty comfortable, but we don't have vision here. And we also have Moira at base. So instead we say, hey, let's go Kongor. We got the puzzle box out. I think we're able to do this Kongor even though we don't have lifesteal on anybody. So we'll speed this up. We split the tanking. We do a good job here. Switchblade uses his counter attack. And we're going to get the Kongor kill there. And they don't defend it. So now we have 2 out of the 3 Arcana pieces at 30 minutes. We're getting really close to Hellflower. So again, I believe it was 14 minutes, 20 seconds, puzzle box level 3. Around the 20-minute mark, we had a portal key, and now 30 minutes in, we are getting very close to our Hellflower. So we've had great item progression this game. We're 411 GPM. Again, we don't really farm that fast, even though we've had a good game. We're level 18. We're highest level in our team. They have a level 20 Silhouette, but everyone else in their team is very low level. It's okay to have 400 GPM on a Parasite. In fact, it's very good. Anything around 350 to 420 GPM is quite good for Parasite. So we're getting very close to our next Arcana, Steam Staff, excuse me, towards our 3rd Arcana, and then we will have the Hellflower. We see Wild Hunter here. We're going to kill one and leave the other. We're going to take it over. We see Glacius over here with a haste. We have a good idea that they're doing Kongor, I believe, because they're in the area, but unfortunately they were able to do it too quickly. I'm going to scout this out. I have to be very careful that they don't have rev wards on this cliff and this cliff. So I have to play very smart here if I'm going to scout it out, see if anybody's low. So it's very risky. We don't have vision. And I say, hey, I'll just not go there, not risk dying. We already know that they killed the Kongor. I can't snipe it out. So we'll wait for them to either split up or show themselves. I'll stay in my Wild Hunter for now. And I want to kind of stay in this creep. It's a really good creep because it has a lot of mana, a lot of invis uses. I can invis about 4 times. So I have a good idea that they might be coming for me. I know they have a Devourer who could hook my creep, so I have to be very careful. A little trick I did here, which I'll show you guys, is I stood in the middle of the creeps. If I stood here or here, the Devo could be standing here in fog and trying to hook me. So very smart play by me that I tried to avoid being hooked. Actually, I want to see if he was actually there. He actually was not there, so it ended up I was not at risk, but still good presence of mind to do those kinds of things. I'm going to scout in their jungle now. I have 5 seconds on my invis. See if I run into anybody here. My invis is wearing out, so I want to be very careful here of running into perhaps multiple enemies. I have Moira scouting ahead with the illusion, so he's giving me information that there's nobody there. I have my my invis up again. We see Silhouette is split pushing our base, so it's not really our job as the Parasite to defend that. We can't really stop Silhouette, so it needs to be heroes with AoE, heroes that can clean up the illusions very quickly. Us as the Parasite, we are not able to do that, but we do have our Health Flower being sent to us now, and we see Devo is bottom. Now, he could be baiting, he could be alone. I believe I said to Swiftblade, hey, I think he's baiting. They haven't really farmed on lanes in a long time, and knowing Dutch, he likes to do this kinds of stuff. So they actually, if we go back here, I believe they had the Word of Revelation down. He was baiting our Swiftblade. So they had a Glacius here. They're going to catch our Swiftblade. I don't know if he actually dies here. He's going to try to escape. He uses the counter attack here. He's going to pop his Shroud. They use a Rev Ward, and he's not going to get spotted. We'll go back here because we did a play here. So, 1 second. Alright, so we now have our Health Flower. We just got our Health Flower sent to us. Again, I told you this is very, very strong. This is going to amplify our damage by 15% on top of the Draining Venom, 28%. So whoever we lock down with the Health Flower, we're going to spawn our Puzzle Box here. He gets punched by Deadwood. We use our Leech to get the kill. And we're going to go in with our creep, remove the Ward of Revelation, which we knew was down. And now we can look to perhaps push the bottom tower. Silhouette is actually still chasing our Swiftblade, but he should be just fine. So again, we see a couple of them in our jungle. We know that bottom lane is most likely safe. One player is dead. And I believe, so we see them fighting. I forget if I TP here or not. Maybe everyone got out and we were okay. They used Arcane Vortex here, defensively. So it did port up here, but we don't have Puzzle Box for 38 seconds. We don't really want to fight. But we do have our Swiftblade ultimate up. We're not able to get our Health Flower on him before he swaps out. Very hard to get both the Leech and the Health Flower before he swaps. If we had something like an instant stun, then Silhouette would be a lot more scared this game to do that kind of split push. But now that we've got our Health Flower, our next item in order here is going to be our Shrunken Head. We know they have lots of stuns, they have lots of magic damage, they have a War Chief, they have a Devo and a Torture and a Glacius, lots of AoE magic damage. We have a Health Flower now to right click very hard, and we want that magic immunity from the Shrunken Head to be able to assist us in team fights. So now that we have our Puzzle Box up, we want to use a Veiled Rot and try to get a pick off. Again, if we look at the score, we're 10-1-7. We are 414 GPM. We've been kind of hovering around this GPM for quite some time now. Overall, we've had a great game. We'll see if we can run into somebody here and get a pick off. We can kill pretty much anyone but Silhouette. So we see War Chief farming bottom. He has a Storm Spirit, so we know we have to use our Health Flower right away. We use our Health Flower, Leech into Face Hug, spawn the Puzzle Box, Mana Burn right away with using our key bindings that we talked about in Educational 1. Mana Burn him ASAP, and then we kill him. And I'll show you that, guys, that one more time. You can see how quickly, with a Health Flower and a Puzzle Box and high level Parasite can kill. This is a 1500 HP War Chief, and he has 10 magic armor, so he is very tanky. He has Astrolabe, he has Storm Spirit, but with the Health Flower he cannot use those items. We burst him down in that Health Flower window. and it looks very, very easy when we do it in the right order. So we send ourselves the Mighty Blade. We're going to be working towards that shrunken head now. We'll fast forward this a little bit. We see Silhouette is split pushing the top lane. Again, as a Parasite, we are not really able to do anything about the Silhouette split pushing. So our job is going to be just to counter push the lanes, try to draw attention from the enemy. I believe we had a word of sight here. We saw them coming. So I'm going to run away. I know that I will die if I continue to stay down here. So I TP out in the trees and I will be just fine. For some reason, Deadwood walks in. I don't know why he did that. He walked in. He knew that they were there. He gets caught and he dies. So we're going to fast forward this a little bit. We have one player dead for each team. So we're not looking to take any engagement right now. We don't have the puzzle box up. We're just going to jungle a little bit. Looks like we're grouping up here top lane. I think just because we know that they're bottom, we know that this part of the map is safe, and if any one of them comes to defend up here, we can try to kill them. Invisibility. So again, we see a couple people mid. We know that they could be in the mid and the bot lane. I'm going to play accordingly here. You see Devo show top. I always have to be careful of getting Devo hooked or Silhouette going for me. I believe she has a portal key. There's a portal key and a nullfire blade, so she can kill my creep, my puzzle box creeps very easily. So we need quite a bit of gold still for our shrunken head. We need 2,900. We almost have enough money for the warhammer. We're gonna try another smoke play here. I have puzzle box up. So again, when we don't have puzzle box up, we want to farm. When we have puzzle box up, we want to look for those kills. We have the health flower, very, very strong. They have a word of sight here. I don't know if they spotted us. We were doing quite a lot of Veiled Rot. Switchblade's going to run into Glacius. We get the one kill there. Honestly, that is not the best use of our Swift Slashes, but getting us kills in this part of the game is always going to be good. Killing one player means we are going to be able to take over parts of the map and look to kill towers. So I still have my Veiled Rod here. I'm going to try to set up a kill. We know War Chief is there. Silhouette is still split pushing our base. So Silhouette is very annoying for our team at this point. We don't have a way to really catch him and stop him from split pushing. So he's doing a great job of doing that. Now, I think we had a sheepstick on Hag at this point. So hold the phone here. We had a sheepstick on Hag. They're going to get the catch onto Silhouette. And then I'm going to go for the TP here. I don't know if they... Oh, they saw me with the... Okay, so they saw me with the Glacius. I thought they had a word here, but they actually saw me initially, and they're going to catch me here and lock me down for quite some time. I'm not going to be able to get in my creep. I get a couple spells off, but they do end up killing me. And that was actually quite bad by me. I did not realize that they were still here. And I lost my onslaught streak. So they did end up killing Silhouette. He is definitely more valuable than I am, but I am still very valuable to my team, of course. So we each lost one player. We'll speed this up a little bit here. My team's going to take a fight in the mid lane. Deadwood is going to die. We did not get any kills. It looks like Silhouette bought back, so they did force a buyback. Now I'm dead for 50 seconds. I do not have gold for a buyback. I need 1,400. I only have 900. So my team has to fight without me. I think we are going to... I think we're going to lose this Rax here. Switchblade goes in. The Shrunken Head comes out. Switchblade is not able to... He did not have his Swift Slashes up, so he dies. I don't know if he... I don't think he had a buyback, so we're going to lose the Rax here. And this was honestly really, really big for our team, like in a negative way. I died. I was one of our most farmed heroes. Our Switchblade ends up dying defending the Rax when Silhouette bought back. So Silhouette made a good decision to use the buyback there. And we're going to lose this Rax because our team cannot defend with only 2 players. So we are at a big disadvantage now. We do not have the better late game because Silhouette is very good against our lineup. And now we are down 1 Rax. Let's go, let's go. And now we are losing in gold, but we are still winning in experience by quite a lot. As you can see, uh, as you can see here, we have much higher levels on our heroes other than the silhouette being level 24. So we're going to respawn here. We're still waiting for Swiftblade. We cannot really do a whole lot without him. They're doing their Kongor, but we can honestly not do our own Kongor without Swiftblade. So pretty rough for us here. We have to kind of make a decision what we want to do. They're going to get their Kongor. And now the goal is not to let them get our Kongor to get a token on their silhouette, because as it is right now, we already can't really kill him. We'll speed this up a little bit here. So Swiftblade says, let's go Kongor. We got to do this before they come. So this is, I believe, the silhouette illusion. We still do not have gold for our Shrunken. That death set us back quite a bit. We have a double damage right now on our Swiftblade, so he wants to take a fight. We'll see if we can get a proper initiation here. So we see them show bottom lane. We see Silhouette's illusion on mid lane. We most likely know that this is the real Silhouette. Or not, it was Geobane, it looks like. See if I was correct about that. So he actually still does have his illusion up. So we see them kind of splitting up. We see them. We have a courier for some reason. We see Devo there. Deadwood's going to try to go in. They sheepstick the Devourer. I don't know if that's really the target that we wanted to sheepstick. So over here, I see Silhouette. I'm going to try to go for him. I have to try to get my Health Flower after his Nullstone gets broken. I'm going to blink in, try to leech him. He does an excellent job. He fogs me there. He fogs me here. I could not get my leech and my Health Flower on him. I made a big mistake here going for Silhouette. I got stunned and I got killed. So this was a big mistake by me. Meanwhile, they killed the Devo and they traded Deadwood. Swiftblade got his slashes off, I believe. He was able to get a couple of kills, but Silhouette is just too strong right now. We have to use Arcane Vortex on our Swiftblade. And Silhouette, she's still full health, as you can see. So meanwhile, the creeps are pushing our top lane. They still have 4 players alive because Devo has now bought back. And we don't have buybacks on any of our players, which is a big deal. We don't have buyback on me or the Hag. So Swiftblade, he cannot defend by himself. And I believe this is where the game ended up kind of concluding here. So for the most part here, we played very well. We made a couple of mistakes. We died in a couple crucial places. But having, I'm just joking with him, by the way. We're good friends, so this is just trolling. But what was I gonna say? Having a Swiftblade against a Silhouette is not ideal. Silhouette is very good against Swiftblade, so even though they were both on fairly even farm for most of this game, it doesn't reflect right now because we lost a couple team fights and we lost a couple Raxes. The Silhouette is now 750 GPM, but it was very even for most of the game. As we showed the GPM charts earlier on, myself, the Parasite, Wretched Hag, and Swiftblade, we were all over 400 GPM, and the rest of the Legion side was between 2 and 300 GPM, with only Silhouette having farm. So in this game specifically, you could see that even though we had better farm across our heroes, we had no good answer to Silhouette in our team, and thus we were not able to really take strong team fights and win with our advantage. So the Legion team, they played very well. They had a great pick here in the Silhouette, and they were able to win crucial team fights, which allowed them to end up winning this game. So that's gonna more or less do it. The game will slowly conclude here, as they will get the Mega Creeps and they will take out our World Tree. And that will do it. We did not get any Raxes in this game. Our opponent played very, very well. And hopefully you guys were able to understand with me explaining my decisions here, how I farmed, how I made movements around the map, how we utilized timings of setting up ganks with wild hunters, when we punished the enemy team overextending in the top lane, um, how the timings we got the puzzle box 3, the timing we got our portal key, when we took over ballistas and pushed lanes, when we let the Switchblade take over the jungle, and when we sat on lanes farming instead of farming in our jungle. Very, very important to make sure to give that space to our carry because he can farm the jungle much, much faster than we can. And then when we got the Hellflower after the portal key, how we were able to solo kill heroes like the War Chief. Very, very powerful between both the Hellflower and our Draining Venom, amplifying our damage from our Face Hug, our Leech, and our Puzzle Box. So thank you all for watching. That's going to do it here for this segment, and I hope you enjoyed this part 2 Parasite Jungle Educational.